Hello, and welcome to the 8th episode of BrettCast, the sort of podcast where I take some of my segments, jam them into one longer video that releases once, maybe twice a month. Kicking things off in this episode is going to be gaming talk, where I'm going to be discussing and giving my thoughts on the game Lego Friends. Then it's movie and TV talk time, where I'm going to be discussing and giving my thoughts on Shazam, Fury of the Gods. After that, it's over to music talk, where I'm going to be doing a very best of on the band Black Veil Brides. Then I'm going to wrap things up with a What's New With, where I'm going to see what's new with Lego by taking a look at the Lego Summer 2023 catalog. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Hello and welcome to the Gaming Talk segment. Yes, I do still play my Nintendo 3DS from time to time, which is the entire reason for the game I'm going to be talking about. I mean, okay, it's technically also a regular DS game, but that version kinda sucks, making the 3DS version the best version and the only other version of this game. Yes, I'm going to be talking about the 3DS version of Lego Friends. I'm going to preface this by saying that the gameplay on screen is not my own, because I could not, I can't record off my 3DS because it's not set up that way, and B, I couldn't find a workable copy of the game to use on the Citra 3DS emulator, so I'll probably have someone else's gameplay up, but I will also have the name of the channel that I got it from since it's not mine, and they deserve the credit for it. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Lego Friends is definitely far from being a typical Lego game. I'm sure that's obvious, given that it's a game based on a specific Lego theme, and not a movie or not a movie franchise, like the majority of Lego games are. Lego Friends is much more a casual experience in the sense that you basically do things within 5 characters throughout the theme. So you have Olivia, Andrea, Emma, Mia, and Stephanie. Each one has like 4 things that they are really into, and you and your created character do those things with them, kind of like routes. And it's kind of like this. So Olivia is into science and engineering. Andrea is a singer and all-around performer. Emma is the artist in the sense that she's big into drawing, art, and photography. Mia loves animals and the outdoors. Stephanie likes swimming and is also a lifeguard. So based on what each of those characters likes, their route has your character doing things related to that. The actual gameplay comes really from doing mini games. The thing that is slightly strange is you do the mini games like 3 times, and you have to, before it counts them as done and you can progress on with the game. All of the mini games have 6 levels or so, but like I said, you only have to do them 3 times. You have a selection of pets in the game, everything from dogs to cats to birds and a robot for some reason, and they all have a use, like digging things up, jumping to high places. It's good that the pets can jump because your character can't jump. I'm not sure why they chose to do that. Like, if you press the button that would usually be the jump button, your character does like this twirl spin thing, and it really serves no purpose in the game. Some of the activities that are in the game include cooking, baking, riding horses, taking care of pets, science, robotics, swimming and diving, and so on. One thing I have to say is that Heart Lake City must have some really awesome high school, because it has a karate dojo, and I've never seen a high school that has a karate dojo in it, so that's pretty cool. Overall, Lego Friends I feel is worth playing because it's such a different experience from the typical Lego game. I would recommend only getting the 3DS version, as the regular DS version just absolutely sucks in quality, so don't get that version, and spring for the 3DS version. I got my 3DS copy for like $10 from like a local game shop, so it's not that expensive of a game to find it all. Lego Friends is a good and enjoyable game. And that is going to bring the Gaming Talk segment to a close. Hello, and welcome to the Movie and TV Talk segment. In this segment, I'm going to be discussing and giving my thoughts on the movie Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Remember, there will be spoilers, so let's get into it. I'm going to be honest and say that there was really only two parts of this movie that I would have a negative view on, and that's the stuff I'm going to get out of the way first. The first thing is that this movie was definitely sponsored by Skittles, because they shoved that in your face to the point that, it's like the Krispy Kreme thing in the Power Rangers 2017 movie. From the first minute of this movie, one of the kids mentioned Skittles, and it would have been fine if it would have been left at that, but alas, it was not. There's a moment where they capture one of the bad people, and they put him in a cage, and one of the kids brings her a bowl of Skittles, while saying that she isn't above providing basic human rights to someone, even if that someone is a bad person that is their prisoner. But it's even worse towards the end of the movie when one of the kids uses Skittles as a substitute for ambrosia, the nectar of the gods, and use them basically to tame a unicorn, and also twice says taste the rainbow. Although one of them was really funny because she's like, taste the rainbow, motherfuckers, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's actually pretty good. But look, I get having ads in movies, but you gotta be subtle about it. If they just put bags of Skittles on a table in the lair of our heroes and called it a day, that would have been fine and would have been preferred over the way they actually did it. It's just very annoying the way that they handled the Skittles thing in the movie. The other thing I was not the biggest fan of in the movie is Wonder Woman being in it the way she was. I admit that it was pretty funny when Billy was having this dream about her, he's on a date with her. But that's really where I wish it would have ended. But like the Skittles thing, it didn't end there. At the end of the movie, after the big final battle, when Billy is dead and they bury him in the realm of the gods, which is kind of a crappy looking place now, one of them asks the wizard if there's any way this realm can be restored, and he said only by a god, but there's none left, since Shazam is dead. Out of nowhere, Wonder Woman comes in and is just like, yeah, there is one god left. And she takes the staff from the wizard and restores that realm, and also Billy isn't dead anymore. Billy then kind of just goes and embarrasses himself by attempting to flirt with Wonder Woman, which admittedly was pretty funny. However, I first take issue with the fact that Wonder Woman just appeared out of nowhere. How did she know where they would be and that they would need her and what they would need her to do? None of them sent a message to her, so how exactly did she get there right in time? The second thing I take issue with is Wonder Woman just proudly proclaiming herself to be a god, which, unless I missed something in Wonder Woman 84 because I haven't watched it, that's not entirely true. She's only a demigod, kind of like Thor. So, I don't think she would have been able to do a thing that only a god can do. I just felt that the whole Wonder Woman thing was really forced and tacked on. Other than those two major things, I really only have positive things to say about this movie. The action was good. The comedy got me to laugh on several occasions. I did see the split of the three sisters coming from a mile away, but that's pretty small in the grand scheme of the movie. I remember seeing a lot of negative reviews for this movie, and I very much disagree with them. Yes, there are negative aspects of the movie, like what I started with, but I do not believe that it's a bad movie. To be honest, the whole ending scene with Wonder Woman makes me wonder and wish that if the Snyder universe was still a thing, if we eventually get to see Shazam in a Justice League movie, as that would be pretty cool. But it'll never be something we get to see. Shazam, Fury of the Gods is a good and enjoyable movie. With that brings the movie and TV talk segment to a close. Hello, and welcome to the Music Talk segment. In this segment, I'm going to be doing the very best of for the band Black Veil Brides. So, let's get into it. Black Veil Brides is an American heavy metal band from Hollywood, California. The band is currently composed of lead vocalist and keyboardist Andy Biersack, backing vocalist, violinist, and rhythm guitarist Jinx, lead guitarist Jake Pitts, drummer Christian Coma, and backing vocalist and bassist Lonnie Eagleton. Now, let's get into their albums and talk about which songs I like on each one. Let's start with their 2010 album, We Stitch These Wounds. The songs that I like from this album are Track 2, We Stitch These Wounds, Track 3, Beautiful Remains, Track 4, Children Surrender, Track 5, Perfect Weapon, Track 6, Knives and Pens, Track 8, All of Your Hate, Track 9, Heaven's Calling, Track 10, Never Give In, and Track 11, Sweet Blasphemy. Next up is their 2011 album, Set the World on Fire. The songs I like from this album are Track 1, New Religion, Track 3, Fallen Angels, Track 4, Love Isn't Always Fair, Track 5, God Bless You, Track 6, Rebel Love Song, Track 8, The Legacy, Track 9, Die For You, and Track 11, Youth and Whiskey. After that is their 2013 album, Wretched and Divine, The Story of the Wild Ones. The songs that I like from this album are Track 1, Exordium, Track 2, I Am Bulletproof, Track 3, New Year's Day, Track 4, Fear Transmission 1, Track 5, Wretched and Divine, Track 6, We Don't Belong, Track 7, Fear Transmission 2, Track 8, Devil's Choir, Track 9, Resurrect the Sun, Track 10, Overture, Track 11, Shadows Die, Track 12, Ambience, Track 13, Days Are Numbered, Track 15, Nobody's Hero, Track 17, Fear Transmission 3, Track 18, In the End, Track 19, Fear, Final Transmission. Now I move on to their 2014 album, Black Veil Brides. Songs that I like from this album are Track 1, Heart of Fire, Track 2, Faithless, Track 3, Devil in the Mirror, Track 5, World of Sacrifice, Track 6, Last Rites, Track 7, Stolen Omen, Track 9, Drag Me to the Grave, Track 10, The Shattered God, and Track 11, Crown of Thorns. After that is their 2018 album, Veil. The songs that I like from this album are all of them except for the very last one. Finally, we have their 2021 album, Phantom Tomorrow. Songs that I like from this album are also all of the songs except for the very last one. And there you have it. That is what I think is the very best of Black Veil Brides. And that brings the Music Talk segment to a close. Alright, welcome to the What's New With segment of this, and we're going to be taking a look here at LEGO's 2023 Summer Catalog to see what they're up to. Of course, you see the cover here has the newest Ninjago stuff on it for Dragons Rising, so that's some cool artwork. Let's open it up though. Alright, so here we have, of course, our table of contents and some set pictures, of course, starting here. And I gotta say, this is cool. Which, of course, it is because it's, $130, but that looks cool. I wish I could buy that. That's freaking cool. Down here we have the transforming speeder thing. I've actually seen this in Walmart. It looks stupid in my opinion. Coming over here we have some new spinner things. There, down here we have a car. We have the power race car here. And up here we have another one that I very much like. The Ninja Team Mechs, which is very cool. A lot cheaper than the other thing, coming in at $80, but it's still really cool. And it has like a combining thing. You can put the two together, so that's cool. But of course, the big one here is the City Markets, which is a almost $400 set, but I mean, look at the size of this thing. You can see why it is. You can see all the features over here, as well as all of the 20-some minifigures that it comes with. So I think it's warranted to be a almost $400 set, and it's really cool, actually. Now we're into the Lego Friends stuff, starting with the Newsroom van here, a $30 set. Down here we have the Heart Lake City Community Kitchen, which is a almost $70 set. Wow. Wow, it is almost 700 pieces. I guess that works. My favorite though is this one. This is really cool, actually. The community center. I like the different colors going on here. And you know, you got the picture there of how it is from behind. Very, very cool. I like this. Again, of course I do, because this is like $140. But it is like 1,500 pieces, so, but I like that. That's cool. Over here we have the Sea Rescue Plane coming in at $20. Down here we have Autumn's Horse Stable, which is a $60 set, which kind of seems like a lot for a little under 600 pieces, but hey, whatever. And over here we have a Seaboat there, pretty nice. Again, $80 for a little less than 800 pieces. Actually, it's closer to 700 pieces, so that's kind of a bit ridiculous. Down here we have the Beach Buggy Fun, a $11 set, because it has a 4+ set. Now we've got some Disney stuff here. We have the Treasure Chest, but of course the big one here is the Mermaid Royal Clamshell. That is a $160 set with 1,800 pieces. Wow. That's, I mean, it looks amazing. I would never buy it, but that looks amazing. We have the Enchanted Treehouse over here. Pretty neat. And another 4+ set down here, the Celebration Train. Next we got us some Jurassic sets here. We have the Velociraptor Escape, which is a $40 set. We have the Brachiosaurus Discovery, which is an $80 set, and it only has 500 pieces. That is not good value right there. And the big one here is the T-Rex and Raptor Attack set, which is $130, which is very much not value, because it's got like 690, almost 700 pieces for $130. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Now we got some Marvel stuff here. Up top we have the headquarters for Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a $10 set. We have Baby Rocket's ship, which is a $35 set. And we have the Star-Lord helmet, which is a $80 set, but that follows about the same pricing as most of the helmet sets do. Over here we have the new Guardians ship, which is a $100 set. And we have the Ant-Man constructible figure, which is a $30 set. Of course, the one DC set here we have is the Batcave. I think this is ridiculous because it's all in service of like a gimmick where you can close it all up, which you can see kind of up here with its box. You do get a slew of minifigures, of course, and it does a slew of things, but you know, for $400, it's just like, you know, it's all based on the gimmick of the fact that it can close up, which kind of is silly to me, but that's just my opinion. First we have some Lego Star Wars here. We have the TIE Bomber, $65, and we have the Superstar Destroyer there at $70. We have the Endor Speeder Chase diorama set here, which is an $80 set. And we have the new Brickhead's Endor Heroes, which is a $40 set. Over here we have the Pirate Snub Fighter. Kind of cool looking, actually. I like that. $35. The N1 Starfighter. That's been out a while. And we have the new Mandalorian Fang Fighter versus TIE Interceptor, which is a $100 set. But you do get 2 vehicles, so I feel like it is justified at that price. And of course, Speed Champions. I have literally all of these already. But, you know, there they are. Well, okay, I don't have that one, but I don't want that one. I have the rest of them, though. And we have some Technic stuff here. The Dump Truck and the Snow Groomer. As well as the Bugatti Bolid Agile Blue. Okay, that's a lot of words. And the 2022 Ford GT there. And of course we have the Technic Land Rover Classic Defender. And a new set here is the Icons Pac-Man Arcade. That's pretty neat, honestly. I mean, it is like $270, but that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Never would buy it, but that's cool. And we have the BTS Dynamite here. Interesting. We have the Office, because of course we do. We have the Vincent Van Gogh Starry Night there. Very interesting. Over here we have the new Icons of Play. It is a soccer field. Half of a soccer field anyway. So you'd have to buy 2 of these to get the whole thing. And there's your characters there that come in it. You get the half soccer field, you know, you get a little coach area here, the stands and all that. I mean, sure, why not? Got some Harry Potter crap here. We have Dobby, the house elf. We have the Quidditch trunk there. And the new one is the Expecto Patronum, the buildable one. And yay, Harry Potter. And the last Harry Potter thing here is the Wizards, Wheezes, the Weasley shop, you know? Yay, who cares? But, well, that's pretty much my look here at the LEGO 2023 Summer Catalog. So that's going to end the What's New With segment. And that is the 8th episode of BrettCast in the bag. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I may answer a question or discuss a comment in a future episode. If you like this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.